Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we're unpacking what is essentially a blueprint for the future of innovation. We're talking about a concept that is going to fundamentally alter how every single one of us interacts with machines. We are looking at the dawn of agentic AI. And look, if you think you know artificial intelligence just based on the tools you're messing around with today, well, prepare to have your perspective entirely shifted. So, what is reality actually going to look like in 10 years? I know it sounds like just a fun little thought experiment, but based on the source material we're looking at today, it's actually a highly urgent question. Just think about this for a second. AI computational power has historically been doubling roughly every 6 months. That is far outpacing traditional Moore's law. We aren't talking about linear, steady progress anymore. We are looking at exponential, massive leaps. Because of this compounding growth, the technology you and I rely on today is probably going to look like ancient history a decade from now. So keep that specific scenario in the back of your mind as we go through this explainer, just how insanely fast the very fabric of our digital reality is being rewritten.
Because we are literally standing right on the edge of a massive paradigm shift. And we aren't just talking about, periodic software updates or slightly faster processing speeds. The source documents highlight a fundamental change in the core behavior of AI systems. The way artificial intelligence actually operates, the way it processes context, and how it interacts with the physical and digital world around us is transitioning right beneath our feet. But to really grasp where we're going and why it's such a big deal, we have to clearly define what we are leaving behind.
The battle lines between the present and the future are drawn super clearly here. On one side, you have our current era, chatbots. Their primary function? Answering questions. You prompt them and they reply with text. It's a totally passive exchange of information where the human, you, remains the bottleneck for actually getting anything done. But then, on the other side, we have the paradigm shift, agentic AI and automation. And the defining characteristic here is taking actions. We are moving from a system that simply tells you how to do something to a system that actually goes out and just does it for you. It's a monumental leap. It shifts the burden of execution directly from the user to the machine. Let's define this clearly so we're all on the exact same page. Agentic AI refers to artificial intelligence systems that move way beyond those simple prompt and response conversations. They have agency. They autonomously take actions and automate complex tasks without needing step-by-step hand-holding from us. The source material uses a really great, simple analogy for this. Think of current AI like a highly intelligent consultant. You ask the consultant for a recipe, and they give you the ingredients and the steps. Awesome, right? But agentic AI is the chef. It doesn't just give you the recipe, it literally orders the ingredients, chops the vegetables, cooks the meal, serves it to you, and hopefully cleans up the kitchen afterward. So the absolute crucial point is this exact phrase from our source text, taking actions. I honestly cannot emphasize this enough. If you take away just one single concept from this entire explainer, let it be this exact phrase. This transition from passive knowledge retrieval to active execution is the defining difference maker of this whole new technological era. It's the bridge between a machine that knows things and a machine that actually does things. We are talking about AI systems that can access APIs, browse the live web, click digital buttons, and execute multi-step plans all on their own. And once a machine can independently take action, the ripple effects across society become absolutely massive. Which brings us perfectly to the next phase of our analysis. What is the actual real-world impact? We've got the theory down, but why does this matter to you and me? Let's look at how this ability to take independent action is going to reshape the environment we live and work in. The source material doesn't leave this as a theoretical exercise. It outlines specific areas on the verge of total disruption. This transformation is going to hit three primary fields the hardest: software development, coding, and everyday technology. Take a second to really think about that list. We're talking about the foundational building blocks of the entire modern digital world. If you change how software is made, you change absolutely everything that runs on it. The banking apps you use, the supply chains, your social media, they all rely on a foundation that is about to experience a seismic upgrade. Let's drill down into those first 2 points, revolutionizing software development and coding. Under the old chatbot paradigm, a programmer might ask an AI to, say, find a syntax error in a line of code, or ask for a suggestion on a specific function. The human was still driving the car. The AI was just the user manual. But with agentic AI, because of its ability to take actions, the AI literally becomes the driver. It can be tasked with a huge overarching goal, like, hey, build me a weather application, and then it acts as an entire autonomous team. It pulls repositories, sets up virtual environments, writes the code, runs its own automated tests, debugs errors on the fly, and securely deploys the software. It completely automates the complex task of creation itself. It is a total game changer. And of course, this doesn't just stay locked away in server rooms or programmer hubs. Imagine the smartphone in your pocket or the appliances in your home infused with this action-oriented intelligence. Your everyday tech isn't going to wait around for your specific micromanaged commands anymore. It will anticipate your needs and execute complex sequences of actions totally automatically. Think about booking a flight. Right now, you have to search the airlines, compare prices, book the ticket, log the calendar event, and then arrange a ride to the airport. In the near future, an agentic system will simply know you have a conference in London next Tuesday, and it will autonomously coordinate your calendar, book the optimal flight, get the hotel, and order the car service all at once. This is where sweeping changes really start to affect the average person on a minute-by-minute basis. Okay, so we've seen the shift, and we've seen the immediate real-world impacts in software and our daily lives. But where is all of this purposefully heading? What is the actual finish line for this specific technological race? Well, the source document builds to a very specific climax. And that destination is AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. This is the massive, bold term that captures the true scale of what we are looking at. AGI isn't just an AI that's, good at writing Python code or good at playing chess or answering trivia. It is an intelligence that equals and potentially totally surpasses human cognitive capabilities across the board. It has generalized problem-solving skills. That means it can take knowledge it learned in one field, like complex mathematics, and autonomously apply it to a completely unrelated field, like biological research, without any human handholding. It is the ultimate manifestation of a system that can understand, learn, and most importantly, take action in literally any domain. Now, I know AGI can sound incredibly abstract and honestly almost a little intimidating, but the source material brilliantly grounds this massive concept into something highly accessible. For the average person, AGI will ultimately manifest as highly advanced personal assistants. Imagine a digital entity that completely understands your life, your preferences, your business goals, and your family's crazy schedule. It acts as a seamless extension of your own will. Armed with the agency to actually execute on those preferences, this assistant will just manage the noise of daily existence for you. It's the ultimate culmination of moving from a primitive chatbot that answers a scheduling question to an advanced companion that just handles your life. And that brings us right back to our final, thought-provoking question, looping back to exactly where we started. Based on everything we've unpacked today, this exponential shift from just answering questions to actively taking actions, the complete revolution in software creation, and this steady march toward incredibly advanced personal assistance, how will agentic AI and AGI change your reality? I really want you to think about that. The blueprint is drawn and the pace of evolution is just staggering. The future of innovation isn't passive, it's agentic. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning